Namaste, Jai Bharat. Pakistan keeps thinking they are the best. They have got the disease of self deception. It all began from a point where they were trying to emotionally brainwash, also the emotional wash of their people, saying that we are the best. It is something like that you keep telling a person you are the best, you are the best, you are the best. So that kind of suggestion from their mind, something that works like a post hypnotic suggestion, which they had been sending to the people of Pakistan to maintain their domination, had affected the people who even created it in time. It had been happening for all these years. Now, they also believe that they're invincible. It is something like that happened to the F-35, who ventured into the air defense identification zone of Bharat, which landed in the southern part of Bharat and remained there for 30 days like scrap, which could not be started by anybody because that poor British pilot who was using this F-35, a marine version, was told completely that you are invisible and invincible. So when he was challenged, he could not believe his ears. He said it's a bluff. They are simply saying they are not actually seeing me. Then he had to land because must have done something. Our people must have done something. Because I myself worked in air defense for 10 years. I will not even speak about it. Then he comes and lands in the pretext that I am out of fuel. That must be really not the reason. But then he landed. And the poor pilot, look at the misery, that poor pilot, he told all kinds of lies. Well, those who told him these lies he must have been speaking inadvertently, but he was invincible, etc. After landing, he was instructed not to leave the aircraft, be there. He sat with a small folding chair, and started sitting there, desperate and lonely. And that season, at that part of Bharat, it rains. He sat in rains. Maybe somebody must have given him a big umbrella. He sat there. Poor British man. Then people must have told, and it seems they have told, shift the aircraft to a hangar and you rest well in a comfortable room. Of course, in offices must, not in a civil hotel, naturally. But then they will be comfortable, personally comfortable. But he was given instruction not to leave the aircraft. And he was given instruction not to shift the aircraft to the hangar because they wanted to observe the aircraft through satellite. Otherwise, people in Bharat, Indians, would shift it to the hangar and do reverse engineering. US. You think we are Chinese to do reverse engineering? If you do not know, we will ask. We will ask you to teach us very decently, or we will learn ourselves. We don't steal. That kind of ethics we don't have. You don't understand it, and you won't understand it. Then it remained there. Many teams came, expert teams came, experts upon experts came. Finally, how they carried it back to their base, no one knows. Dismantled and carried it in cargo, I don't know. Nobody knows. Let forget about it. Somehow they carried it back. It took more than 30 days. And the aircraft remained outside exposed. Because these people wanted to observe. That's how they trust others. Of course, they can't trust people. In today's world, trusting is a foolishness. But we continue to be foolish in that. Fine. So, Pakistan thinks they are next to gods. They can do everything because they are so convinced that God is with them. So they think that Afghanistan is nothing to them. Afghanistan do not have air force, they don't have this, they don't have that. And then they did their air power in Afghanistan. These people have no idea that Afghanistan do not have air bases for Pakistan to even attack. They cannot identify their army structure. They won't be able to. So what they did, simply go and throw bombs and come back. And this is what they have done whenever we had conflict with them. This, of course, with Bharat, they did out of sheer fear. The moment they take off and head towards Bharat, these pilots tremble in fear. In fear. So many of them, I shall not say all of them, they come and dump the bomb in the wheat fields of Punjab and get away. Our Punjab is true Punjab, their Punjab is duplicate Punjab for various reasons. They used to do it like that also. And it falls there. Sometimes even doesn't burst, the pin doesn't work. So, Pakistanis think they went and, I don't know, strapped or bombed or did something and killed so many innocent civilian and sleeping children. That is their achievement of Pakistan Air Force. And this Pakistan is a dancing Bhangra. They don't even know how to dance Bhangra. Now, this irritates me when they claim themselves to be Punjabis, because I did my graduation from Punjab. They don't know how to speak Punjabi properly. They don't know how to read and write Punjabi, and yet they call Punjabis. They have no Punjabi culture. They write everything in another borrowed script, Persian, that's Iranian. That is the situation of Punjabis in Pakistan. They are not even duplicate Punjabis, they are spurious Punjabis. And Punjabi means we have some emotional attachment towards Punjabis and respect towards them. They are not like this. They are brave, great fighters. So they thought, Pakistanis thought they can destroy the Afghans. They did that. Afghans, Soviet Russia, those days, and then US, with all their might, tried everything. They are a warrior clan. They are a warrior clan, Afghanis, Pathans, and could do nothing to them. They won't bother, they will fight. They have given it back to Pakistan. The Americans, when they left Afghanistan, they found it, they're great traders, no? They left all their military equipments behind because they found it less expensive if they abandon them and go rather than carrying it back to USA. By then updated version must have come, they did not use it. But these things which they used in Afghanistan are very robust equipments, designed and created to function in hard climates, desert climates, dust, dry weather, etc. So they are very robust, sturdy. They will last. And Pathans are very good mechanics, Afghanis. Like our Punjabis of Bharat, great mechanics. They maintain it. So now they are armed to their teeth with very updated at that time desert weapons, which suits the terrain of both Afghanistan and Pakistan. They just run to attack and captured, burned some 18 posts, border posts of Pakistan Army. Pakistan Army is not really a fighting force. They are again a spuriously lumbermen. They can run, but which they do from battlefield. They will abandon everything and run, which they did. And those who were killed, Their dead bodies are still shattered. Pakistan army never takes back their people's body back. That's how they respect. That's the kind of respect they show to a soldier. They have mutilated the bodies of our soldiers when they caught them alive. Mutilated. That's taking away eyes, cutting down genitals, etc. Great activities by them. And then handed over their bodies to us to show that they are very powerful. We don't even count them as monsters, because monsters also should have some kind of decency. They are just worse than that, doing such things to another human being. That's their attitude. But they are excellent runners from battlefield. They run away. They ran away, and Afghans forwarded. That's one Fomin attack. Another, Americans had never left any drones in Afghanistan. We don't know from where they get drones. They have attacked Islamabad. Amazing. The Taliban attacked Islamabad. Islamabad is their military headquarters. They tried, no, their drones fell. They are kind of suicidal drones. That's how I understand. They call them as Shahid. Shahid means suicidal. I mean, those are martyrs. In their language, they call them as Shahid. Shahid. So maybe that name comes from there, Afghanistan. So, Islamabad is attacked. Pindi is attacked. Rawalpindi. And somewhere near the president, poor fellow Nawaz Sharif, he doesn't know what's happening. It's all Munira who does things. His place nearby, some drones fell. These drones go and make suicidal missions. Even otherwise, they have terrorists who are suicidal bombers. They straight go to heaven. And Lahore of late, that's the latest news. Lahore is attacked using drones. You should see that movie in Hindi, Dhurandhar, which talks about Lahore. An Indian spy was there. And also talks about Layari. Good movie. You should watch. But banned in Pakistan, obviously. You can see them in the internet. About the story of an Indian spy. So they are attacked. Attacks continues. And Pakistan is shaken and shocked. What will Afghans do? Again and again remains to be seen. So as usual, Pakistan underestimated everyone. Afghans, now they are slowly receiving it in installments. They will get. And in the meantime, Tukke Baluchani, that's the national song of Baluchis. They started their business. They are doing their part. Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, they are doing their part. Sindhis, I don't know, are not doing anything. Those Sindhis in Pakistan, all Hindu Sindhis, they came back to Bharat. I have a Sindhi in my home. My daughter-in-law also Sindhi. One of my daughter-in-law. She had come. Her grandparents came during partition. She gives food many times. Good food she makes. So, Sindh, so far no news. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, of course, they are active. Peshawar should be active. Baluch, of course, they are active. Multan, nothing is known. So, in short, and Kashmir, they don't want to be with Pakistan. That is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. They already, many of them keep telling they wanted to be with Bharat. Because Kashmir here had made such developments which entire Pakistan cannot dream of. Universities, IITs, this thing, that thing, roads, rails. such changes in Kashmir. That is Jammu and Kashmir, not Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So actually the Pakistan occupied Kashmir is wanted to be a part of this. They speak the same language, though they write it using the Persian script. Kashmir is originally written in Devanagari, but these people, after becoming Islamized, started writing it from right to left in Persian script. Fine, that's okay. What will be left of Pakistan after this? East Pakistan is already gone. Now I think East Pakistan, which is again becoming Bengal. That's East Bengal. Not North Bengal. West Bengal, North Bengal, East Bengal. That's again becoming East Bengal subsequently. From that Islamic radicalization with the present regime of Bangladesh National Party, there are some indications. It's too early to judge, but possible, quite possible. So they are coming back to sense, which is practical for them. To survive, they need somebody, a neighbor, who is just all around them for entire 330 degrees. 360 degrees makes a circle. 330 degrees roughly part of this surrounding Bangladesh. Okay, 300 degrees at least. So that's some positive moment. Both Jamaat-e-Islami and Pakistani radicals are losing grip, possibly in Bangladesh. So what will be left of Pakistan is that rotten, spurious, rejected Punjab. Others will progress in time. Balochis, they wanted to be separated for a long time for a very valid reason. They were deceived into joining Pakistan. Same goes to Multanis, same goes to Sindhis, and same goes to the Pathans, and of course the Pakistan occupied Kashmiris. So fragmentation of Pakistan is impending, whether one likes it or not, but whether it is today, tomorrow, or day after. But this is supposed to happen in time. It should happen. But that doesn't mean that they will have good understanding one another. It will go on for some time. Then they will fight among themselves. Then at some point in time, they will all unite hands against Hindus. These are all there in future. But that's a part of game in capital letters. No harm for us. Let them live happily. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Shri Ram.